Listen, I love to paint, and every now and then I like to, get out in nature so I can get inspired, touch a bit of grass, do a little bit of painting. But there is always one little problem: actually carry all my freaking stuff to the spot where I'm gonna paint. Like, do you know how annoying it is to pack painting supplies in a backpack and then kind of just like hoping no paint tube is gonna bust, or no brushes are gonna break, or no canvas is gonna have like holes through them once you are done, which is why I don't really do it much. But that, my friends, changes today, because today, once and for all, I will create the ultimate mobile art studio. This right here is gonna be our starting point. I just noticed that in the instructions manual it says specifically that the bicycle trailer must not be modified. Here's the plan. So we're gonna take this cargo trailer that you attach to a bike. We're gonna try to turn this into something that's a bit more aesthetical and functional and inspiring. This is what I'm thinking. Just imagine building this little cart into like a wooden, whimsical little thing. Of course, with a bunch of cute little details, like maybe a little window, a little roof on top with some shingles on it, maybe like a little banner flying from the top of it, possibly a little lantern like dangling at the back. How freaking cute would that be? Hello? But here's the real kicker. I want this thing to have a mechanical roof that I can use a hand crank to lift up to reveal the contents inside. And it would be really cool then to be able to have like 2 drawers with painting supplies that just like fold out, then have an easel that falls down from the ceiling, have some snacks in there, maybe some way of making a cup of coffee, and then once I'm done, I can just pack the whole thing down and just be on my merry way. Farewell. Oh. Look, I don't even know if this is possible at all, or how we're gonna do this, or like if this cart is even able to hold all that, but my optimism is high, maybe a little delusional, but we'll see. I think the first step is just gonna be to, well, get rid of this, farewell, and try to build our wooden frame that we can actually attach to this. And then we just gotta take it from there, Figure it out as we go, our specialty. Okay, let's go. Would you look at that? What a magnificent box. There's just one more thing I'm gonna do before actually attaching this to the frame, and that is to make this wood look like old, worn planks. And I have a little idea of how I can do that. I don't know if you remember, but when we built this entire studio, we spent a lot of time just texturing and like painting this foam. And I thought, like, how different can it really be to texture wood to look like wood? Bear with me. I don't know if it's gonna work. It probably will. All right. I think the first step is just gonna be to carve some planks into the surface. And now we carve. Well, good thing we're aiming for whimsical here, because these lines are like We got the shapes. Now we just need a little bit of texture. And then grab my wire brush and just like aggressively scrub it off. That's not too bad. Just add some, weathering. Next step, staining. When you get the intrusive thoughts like, oh. This is starting to look pretty freaking good. Excuse me, but how on earth are these two the same kind of wood? It's incredible what you can do with just a couple of tools and a little bit of stain. Like, what the heck? And now we just gotta do that 3 more times. There here we go. All the wood has now been stained and sealed, so I'm gonna leave that as well as you guys in here to dry for a little bit. And in the meantime, I thought we could check in on Hansi because he has been working on that roof lifting mechanism, and I think it's going pretty well. Let's see. Hello!
Hello!
How's it going with the mechanism?
Oh, it's going quite well actually. Wanna see?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so imagine this beautiful box of filament is the roof up here, and then this crank will be on the front of the car. You just crank it, and it has a ratcheting mechanism so it doesn't automatically fall down. And now it goes up.
Ooh. Oh.
So you could just crank up the entire roof.
Oh my god, that sound though.
And now it's there, and it's locked in place. And then when you want to take it down, you can just unlock it and then take it down. If there's enough weight, it will spin on its own, but for now it just
Oh
spins
hell
ourselves.
yeah, it's so smooth.
It works pretty nice. I'm pretty
That's
happy
amazing.
with it.
Give me a high five. It
Yeah.
works. So how does it work actually?
It's actually quite simple. So this is just a tent pole. In one of them, the one that goes on the inside, I've drilled a little hole and attached the thread so that it won't fall out. Put it in, and it has just enough space for the thread, and it will still go up and down fairly smoothly.
That's illegal.
Oh, sorry. And then I've 3D printed a bunch of things. So this mount here goes on top, and it just attaches this little pulley.
Oh no, not the pulleys. Freaking pulleys.
The pulleys are bad.
We swore, Hansi.
No more pulleys. Okay, listen just this once, okay? And then we have a similar mount on the end here that takes the thread in and it wraps it around the pulley again. And now in theory, when I stand it up, should be able to just pull on this. And then we can just pull it and it goes up and down.
Oh,
Yay.
that's so satisfying.
That thread is attached to this spool, so that spools up. There's a different spool here that spools up the strap from this winch mechanism. Whenever I winch this up, that spools up and this goes up. And then it locks it in place. So the only downside, I guess, of this is that it needs to have weight to go down.
Oh, I can't wait to see it with
It's
the
very
roof
satisfying.
on.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I do. Ooh. That is sad. It's so smooth. I love that. Oh, this mechanism is so... And now I just release it and go back down.
Yeah.
It's almost going back down on its own.
I know, and it might do if it's enough weight on the roof.
It's so smooth though. Yeah. It's so much better than what I expected it to. I mean, no offense.
Okay, so I guess this is done for now.
One of the things that stresses me out more than anything is writing emails. I can spend literal hours just trying to phrase myself so that it's like remotely clear what I mean, but that's where Grammarly comes in to save the day. Grammarly is like having a little writing buddy sitting on your shoulder. It gets the context and helps you express yourself in your voice. Like it's the same me, just a polished and professional version of me that didn't panic right at 1 a.m. And the best part, Grammarly works right where I'm already writing. No copy pasting between tools. Great! The free version is super useful in itself because it can change your tone or shorten what you've already written. Or, if you're a professional, Grammarly Pro has some great upgrades. For example, sidebars let you tweak your writing in just a couple of clicks, and the reader reactions help me avoid the word salad I often end up with. So, if you're interested, then check out our link below to get 20% off Grammarly Pro, or simply test it out for free. It's up to you. And back to the project. Well, since it seems that everything is working with this mechanism, I think we should just go assemble the box so we can actually put it in place. I want to see this thing working. All right, guys, we got a box, which means that it's time to assemble the mechanism. All right, so first off, we are gonna attach these little corner brackets so that we can get the tubes in place. Okay, all the tubes are now in place, and when I pull this, it goes up So now all we need is the cream. So it basically took me a whole day just to get the pulleys in place. Freaking pulleys! But I think everything should be tensioned well enough, and hopefully the hand crank works now. But we're gonna test it and see how this goes. So basically when I crank this, all the pulls should go up simultaneously. Moment of truth. Oh my god! They are synchronized. Jeez, it's so loud though. It's so freaking loud.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I think maybe I should just get like a piece of wood to put on top so we can try to lower it. I'll be right back. I think we could just put this whole thing on top. Oh god, they're wobbly. Oh, there we go. Dude, that is so satisfying. Do you want to try?
Something slipped.
Wait,
Oh, we have a problem.
Oh no, what is it?
What happened is that the 3D printed bracket here loosened. I think we need a different model to make it more sturdy.
Okay, so just one new bracket, and that's...
I think so.
Okay, I guess we gotta make a new bracket. Well, we ended up ripping out everything. You see, what actually happened was this bracket right here kind of just like broke on the second attempt. Which, I mean, I can thank myself because we made it in PLA, which probably wasn't strong enough, but it wasn't supposed to have that much like pressure on it, so I thought it would be fine, but no. In order to actually get it out, we kind of had to like deconstruct the whole thing, which is always nice when you spend the whole day constructing it, but that's besides the point. Finally got it out, printed it again in PETG, make it more stronger, more good, awesome. And I thought while we're at it, why not also just like replace the rod here, because it's aluminum, and why not make it steel, because you know, more stronger, more good. And while we're at it, why not like just replace all the freaking parts, because whoop-de-doo, this is so much fun. Replace the thread with some wire instead, because you know, steel, huh? And oh my goodness, it was good fun. Replaced everything, put everything back in place, bolted the freaking bracket to the wall, so this thing should be going nowhere. And now I'm voice cracking because... Yeah, I'm done. I swear, if this thing doesn't work now, I am going to cry. Please, just work. Okay, just take a look at this. All the threads, now steel wire, all the 3D parts are now PETG. Both this and this freaking bracket is bolted into the wall. If this thing doesn't work, I swear it's the curse of the pulleys. I will blame it on you, friend. Okay, so now let's just put the same amount of weight that we had when it broke and see if it works. Okay, nothing broke. Hey, it works. It works. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, well, I mean, we reinforced all the components, so there's really no reason it shouldn't work, but it feels good to see, to like confirm it. I'm also aware that this roof is definitely not tall enough for me to actually look into it, but we'll get to that. We have some ideas, but at least mechanism is working. I can move on with my life.
And so the creative gremlin continues her work, and soon, with glue and a few nails, a roof frame begins to take shape. Her clever companion Hansi grins and designs a scissor lift. With the help of their friends, CNC Charlie, 3D printing Penny, and some shiny bolts, the mechanism is ready to assemble. Excited, the gremlin tests the lift for the very first time. The roof goes up and up, slowly, carefully. It moves smoothly and doesn't wobble at all. At last, Hansi and the gremlin adds wooden base plates to the roof with glue and a few nails. Just one last test. And the roof works perfectly once more.
Okay, that's it. Come on, back to work. At last, the roof mechanism is working as it should. Everything is in place, which means we can finally cover this thing in shingles. shingles. Okay, so I think before we commit to a color, I just want to do a little bit of testing, you know, to find the ultimate color. First off, purple, maybe too similar. The blue, those are kind of cool. And now the green. Ooh, okay, I love these. Oh, they're pretty. Well, that was an easy choice. Let's stain some shingles. These shingles, they're adorable! I love them! And that green color turned out so good, especially with the variation. I think now, before we move on to doing more mechanical stuff, like making this easel that is gonna drop down somehow and these fold-out drawers, just wanna do some more aesthetics, you know? It's kind of like eating dessert before dinner by doing the satisfying parts first, but sometimes you just need to do the fun before the boring, okay? So, while we've been working on this, we have also prepared a bunch of stuff. I mean, look at all these things. First of all, these legs right here that we have CNC'd out in some nice thick birch wood. Look how whimsical they are. So the idea is that these sit under the cart like this, and when we stop, we can fold them out so the cart doesn't fall over. Because, you know, this cart only has 2 wheels, and if we don't have anything to support it, it's just gonna be like this. And then over here we have some windows that we have laser cut with some nice little patterns in them. Of course, with some acrylic to fill the holes. And then finally, this little sign. Oh, I think it might be my favorite. Your little art card. Also laser cut and glued together in multiple layers. And this is gonna dangle on the side from this little angled bracket right here. So yeah, we have a bunch of cute little aesthetical things that we can now sprinkle onto the cart. Let's do it, guys! Woo! I swear this card is taking over my life. Like, I have literally been thinking about this card 24/7. Like, I'm dreaming about this thing now. It's like, it's what always happens. The projects just take over my life and I become one with it. But the thing is, like, okay, so I've been thinking about all the steps that are left to do and all the steps that I want to do and everything I want this card to be, and it's just, it's not. Like, I walked in and I saw it today and I saw the green roof and I was like, no! It's just, it feels wrong. I loved it yesterday, but I kind of hate it today. And I know if I don't if I don't do anything about it, if I don't fix it, I'm gonna hate myself and I'm gonna be so mad when it's done and I'll be like, why didn't I fix it? So guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna paint the whole thing again. And you know what that also means? I have to sand it first and then do a little wash. Stupid perfectionism. There we go. Everything sanded down on one side, at least. So now we're gonna make all of this green be blue. Here goes nothing. Crisis averted. We saved the roof. Blue just felt right. I don't know why, but look at it. There's something about the contrast here that just looks more poppin'. So I am happy again. Thank you, perfectionism. Oh, and we have also wrapped the handle of the crank here. Look at that. Look at them braids. So freaking nice. And now it matches. Beautiful. I do like that you can still sort of see the wood grain texture here. Since it's just a wash, it's not like that opaque. So we still got that, you know, nice variation. All right, shingles. Done, finally. We had our fun with the aesthetics, so I guess we gotta get back to the functionality, the easel. Okay, so imagine I stopped my cart, lifted the roof, put it in position, like this. Then I'm imagining the easel as basically just a plate that is hinged in the roof here that I can just like fold out like that. But it's kind of more stable in that direction. So I was thinking, why not double the easel as a stability force? I'm just gonna do the thing and you will see, okay? Like that. Oh. There we go. Easel is hinged. As you can see, also stained everything because, well, that rough plywood look isn't exactly what we're going for here. Hansi has 3D printed and modeled these little brackets that we can put on there. And once we have that on either side, it's gonna act as a stabilizer. The nut and the bolt with a little handle on it and screw it in. And now we can pop the brackets off, fold them in, fold this up, or when we want it down at the end, we fold this, pop this out, and just go stability. And I actually think this is adding a lot of stability. Jesus, like kind of nice.
That worked so well.
I know.
Oh, it really stuck in there as well.
Yeah, you made some really tight brackets. Like you kind of have to force them out.
But I just love this snap, just like. Okay, so this is like before. We have like this sort of wobble.
Really?
And then.
Yeah. Definitely less wobble.
Yeah. Not gonna be as annoying to paint.
No, that's pretty freaking stable. Woo! All right, fold out easel. Check. On to the next. Drawers. More specifically, fold out drawers. Take a look at this. This little thing right here. You see that? See? Now it's straight. And oh, it goes up and down again. Yeah, we're basically just doing that. Exactly how much of a swing we need, I don't know. But, you know, I'm just gonna make a bracket, try to fasten it and see how it swings. So here we have all the pieces that will hopefully become one fold-out drawer. Got these straight ones, some angle brackets, and a box. Just gotta put them together and then in there. Truth. It works.
Nice.
Woo! I tightened the bolts just a little bit and also fastened the other one. And now look at this. Oh, it works so well. And they're pretty stable. They're not just gonna collapse on their own. It's coming together. Oh, it's all I wanted it to be. You know what that means? We have completed all the 3 mechanisms that we set out to do. The roof can be lifted, we have an easel that can drop down from the ceiling, and we have fold-out drawers, baby. Woo! Freaking did it. But hold your horses, people. There is a hidden 4th mechanism or feature that I haven't told you about. What? Since I live in Norway, of course I can't expect there to be beautiful weather all the time. Probably not most of the time. So, in order to protect myself from the elements, we have this fabric tarp thing. Just see this. So we take the tarp or fabric, and this can then be hooked onto the roof. Temporary hooks, also known as duct tape. Boom, boom. There. And then, with the help of these brackets, Then we screw right here. We can have some tent poles that supports the whole thing on both sides. And then I have a little roof. And look at the fabric, it's adorable. And the little round bits here. Looks like a medieval market stall. I kind of have to paint these corner bracket things that's gonna hold the tent poles before I can actually attach it to the cart. And there's a bunch of other 3D prints we're also gonna paint and attach. And a bunch of little details that we're gonna attach to the cart. So it's mainly aesthetics left, the good parts. Alrighty then, it's time to finish the cart. Guys, the art cart is complete! Oh. Man, I love the shingles and all the cute little details. Look at the sign, look at the little shelf, look at all the things. I'm gonna give you a proper rundown of how everything works, how it folds out, blah 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 blah. But I want to do that like, you know, out in nature, where this thing is supposed to work. But I am a little concerned that we might not get it out the door now. And I didn't think about that before like 10 minutes ago when I saw the width of the roof and the things that stick out down there. It literally just hit me. Here we go. Careful down the step. Oh, gentle. Oi! It's fine. I don't know what we do if it doesn't go through the door. Okay, well, this is not gonna go. Oh, it's so dumb. Okay, we lifted the roof because now we have an angle there and it's not sticking out so much on the sides. It looked like it could work, but yeah, please just work, okay. Nice and slow. Watch out for the shelf. Oi. Yeah, it's the wheel cover thing on the other side, but screw it. Let's push it through like a child being born. Okay. Oh. Oh. No. Oi. Ah! It's jammed. It's jammed. It's oh shit. It's jammed. Oh shit. It's. Oh. This is fine.
It's not.
It's fine. Just push. This is. Oh. Okay. It's a bit. Oh. 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 It's loosening. Oh. 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 Okay. Let's go. We got some weathering on the shingles, but otherwise not too bad. It could have gone way worse. At last. Oh no. So, oh Jesus freaking hoy. Okay, we're just carrying it now, I guess. Hey, on the ground. Woo. We got it out in almost one piece. Now we can finally attach this thing to the bracket on the bike, and we're gonna do a little test run. There. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is gonna work now. I did test it when we only had the bottom plate in, which worked fine. But we shall see now with all the added weight and stuff. It's gonna be interesting. Wish me luck. Oh, it's heavier. Oh God, it's definitely heavier. Oh no. Okay, I just need to turn around. I'll be right back. Okay, what about this dumpty humpty road? Woo, but it's going. Every noise it makes me anxious, man. I mean, it's stable enough. Since we confirmed this actually works, let's take it out for a real spin. Do some painting. I'm going on an adventure. Looks like a perfect location. Got a nice view out here. The kind of stuff you want to paint, you know? And now finally we can unravel the art cart. You shall fulfill your destiny, my friend. All right, time to test the full system for the first time. So first off, legs. Pull them down, straighten. Second leg. Oh, so nice and stable. Heck yeah. And now we crank the roof. Lift the roof up. Tighten the bolts. Fold down the easel. Twist them, pop them. And now the fold out drawers. Look at this. It looks like some sort of creature. Our little lantern that we can hook here. Our painting palette. Pop that on there. I love the way this thing unpacks. There's so many layers to this. But we have more stuff. Most importantly, coffee making supplies. Everything we need right here, where we can just pop out the coffee shelf, our gas canister. That we can screw this to and boil us a nice cup of joe. But wait, there's more. Of course, naturally, we have solar power. And these solar panels are super handy, by the way. They just like fold out. We go back here, pop them on the roof, and then it connects to a battery that is at the bottom of the cart, just like that. And now I can charge my phone when I'm out and about. Ta-da! But more importantly, we have painting to do, not social media. Ugh. Of course, these drawers have all my oil paints, because right now I want to do some oil painting. To hold my brushes, I have this cup that very handily can just like slide over the edge here. And of course, if I was to do acrylic painting, I would just put water in here. If I'm going outside to paint, I'm not gonna bring like a whole canvas free stretch and everything. I have my canvas right here in a little roll. So I'm just gonna do this, whoop, and like tape it up. And then the tarp itself is just hooked in the ceiling here. And just wiggle it out. Ta-da! We just hook this right on there. 1, a 2, a 3. And now on the front, we take the corners, put them on, and just extend all the way to the top. Oh, this is the first time I'm actually seeing this come together. Oh my God! It's adorable! So cute. And this is comfortable. It's pretty good coverage. Ain't no rain gonna hit me. Now I just gotta paint and see how it actually works. Painting time! Woo-hoo! You know, so far I have to say the cart is feeling super stable. Like it's very comfortable to paint on. No trouble with that at all. It's so nice. But we are definitely losing daylight very fast, so I better get painting. Well, I've been painting here for a bit under an hour, so not really my masterpiece here. But you know, it's nice to be able to take a cup of coffee out in the wild. But yeah, it's getting kind of dark, and right now it's getting dark fast. So I think, sadly, I just have to pack this whole thing up and go home. I'm just gonna drink some coffee while I do that. But I have to say,
I freaking love this thing. It's working so well. It does all the things I wanted it to do. It folds out. It has all the little supplies. It's super comfortable to use. It protects me from the elements. Like I cannot wait to bring this on more adventures and do more stuff like this. Just not at night. That's it for today. Let's pack him up. Well, it's time for me to go, my friends. I hope you enjoyed watching this project. A little bit of a whimsical one. And of course, thank you to our patrons. Thank you for watching. And now, as always, let's have a look at the final result. And this is where I epically exit the scene into the sunset. Oh, Jesus freak. Bye. Oh, eyes on the road, Martin.